So what do you guys get? I'm sorry.
4,107.5625.
Ooh, I like it. What's?
Liters.
Yeah, you can just look at the end of yours and you know it's liters. All right, now watch.
I do another way. Times the first one.
Yeah, sure. You could do this times this divided by 2, divided by 2, or divided by 4. Yeah. Of course, yeah, totally. I like it. Same thing. Yeah, because if I told you to do, if I told you to do 1/2 times 3/7 times 1/4 times 2/5, you would do 3 times 2. I mean, so all you're saying is you can do this times this, divided by this, divided by, you can do the same number, of course. As long as the things on the top are being multiplied and the things on the bottom are being divided, you will get the same number. Math doesn't care which way you do it. It's like adding your positives and your negatives in your checkbook and then just subtracting those two things. Same idea. I like it. Good. Yeah. In fact, let's do a more interesting one. Let's see. No, Jeff, you don't have to do it. Yeah, I do. So let's actually find out for real what this is. Anybody have their calculator? I don't want to break this guy up. Anybody have their phone? Can you look at the internet real quick? It'll make you. I love that. Some of you guys, I said, get off your phone. I'm saying, get on. Look up on Google. 1 euro is how many US dollars right now? Euro.
Isn't it 1.01?
So let's pay attention to the world. The euro is the money they use in the
1.09 US dollars.
So say in which way you went? 1.09
To the right.
dollars is 1 euro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So in order to buy 1 euro, we'd have to pay this much, and of course probably a little bit more because wherever we go to, they want to make their profit. But right now, 1 euro is worth $1.09. You guys understand? You guys cool? Yeah. All right. So if something costs, let's say something costs 6.78 euros per liter. 6.78 euros per liter. You with me? Let's say you're in France, celebrating the results of the election, and you want to buy something to celebrate with, maybe some kind of beverage, and it costs 6.78 euros per liter of this beverage. And I want to know, well, how many US dollars is that per gallon? Because I'm not used to any of this shit, right? I mean, if you look at this, do you have any idea, do you have a feel for if that's a good price or not? If this is gas, you know if that's a good price? I have no idea. Some of you guys might go, holy shit, that's big, but you don't know how these guys interact. How many dollars per gallon is that? That's something we're used to, right? So I want to convert this to dollars per gallon. Okay. So we understand the question right now that we're going to work on. The only difference right now is I have stuff on the top and the bottom that I have to convert, right? I don't want euros, I want dollars. I don't want liters, I want gallons. All right. Yes, sir.
Are we doing the same thing?
Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Here, there's only stuff on top. I love gas. What you got to get used to is the idea behind what we're doing, and how does that extend if I change the problem a little bit. The idea doesn't change at all. Doesn't change at all. So here's the problem: 6.78 euros for 1 liter. Let's change the liter first. I don't want liters. I want gallons. So can I go from liters straight to quarts, and then from quarts to gallons, right? So on the bottom, I want to go liters to quarts to gallons. Is that cool? So you can start to realize that there's two problems in one here, right? Because there's a top and a bottom. Where am I going to put liters since I don't want it anymore?
Bottom. The top?
See, this really makes sure you understand why we were putting on the bottom before. Why were we doing that before? Because the other one was already on the top, so they would cancel. Where's that leader at? On the bottom. So do I better put the other one so it cancels? Yeah. Same idea. See, the idea didn't change for shit. But how do things cancel in fractions if one's on the bottom and the other one's on the top? I really want you to understand. The idea didn't change. The idea has not changed. I just put that where it's going to go so it can cancel. Yes, sir?
So on the top you multiply and then on the bottom you
Yeah, and the numbers would be the next step. Right now I'm just making the units come out. So from liters I go to quarts. How do you go from liters to gallons? You can't. Liters I go to gallons. I don't want gallons. Yeah, on top again.
Wasn't it quarts?
Oh, quarts, I'm sorry. Oh, come on. So liters I can go to quarts. And that's why it's good to have this written down. Liters I can go to quarts. And then from quarts I can go to
Gallons.
gallons. Thank you. You don't have to lie, sir.
So,
Now watch. Do I have the bottom the way I want it to be? Yes, I'm going to have gallons on the bottom, right? What do I want on the top? I don't want euros. I want dollars. So where do I put euros? So they'll cancel. Where do I put them? On the bottom, because they currently are up here. Right? So euros, and I can go straight to dollars, right? So now what will I end up with? Dollars per gallon. That's what I'm going to end up with. Okay, make sure that I end up in the right place. So now you fill in the numbers. Now, that first step, some of you guys think it's different. That first step was not different at all. I just had two things to take care of. Kill the liters all the way to gallons. And then kill the euros all the way to dollars. Nothing was different. Nothing was different. Now I put in the numbers. Liters, quarts.
0.
Yeah, 0.95 liters in 1 quart. And then quarts in gallons. 4 quarts, 1 gallon. And then I know that $1.09 is 1 euro. So in this example, I end up just multiplying straight across. Just because all the bottoms are ones. Divided by 1 is not going to do anything. The important thing there is to realize the idea of killing units doesn't change just because one of them is on the bottom. Then you put the one you want, you put it on the top to kill it.
So the answer is still 28.0.
I mean, the answer is going to be whatever this comes out to be when you multiply it.
Oh, so wait. So the top is multiply, the bottom is divide?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
We know this.
Good.
28.08276.
28.08. Cool. We'll just round it up to cents here, right? Per gallon. So that's gas is like, holy crap.
So if there was like a 3 or a 4 or a 5 or something on the bottom, you would go, how would you go up and down like that?
So again, if there was something on the bottom, I would just put a division in front of that number in the calculator. That's all. Any number on the bottom has to be divided.
Right, but if you're going across the top, how do you know which order to go into? You go down and then up, then down and then up, or?
The order doesn't matter.
yeah.
That's sort of like what Fareed said earlier. Order doesn't matter. So,
Oh, okay.
just to do an example that without any background to it, just if I had this, if I had 12 and 7
Oh, yeah,
and
okay, I
6
can understand now.
and 9.
Guess it doesn't matter, yeah.
You can do 12 divided by 7 divided by 6 times 9, or 12 times 9 divided by 7 divided by 6.
Yeah, okay.
So what? The 7's got to have a divided by in front of it. The 6 has got to have a divided by in front of it. The 9 has to have a times in front of it. And the 12 has to be, multiplying. Right? So it doesn't matter what order you do things in, as long as everything on the bottom is being divided, everything on the top is being multiplied. So you could do 12 times 9 divided by 7 divided by 6. Because the 7 and the 6 are divided by in front of them. Because they're on the bottom. We know that things on the bottom need divided. We know that. Okay, so let's do this. On that handout, there are 5 problems. Some of you guys might have already started them, but I want you to work on those now. You can work by yourself if you distrust other people or don't like the look of them. Or you can get near somebody and work together.